first part of the awards for the Faculty of Arts and Humanities.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to call upon Abid Khan to address our graduating students. Abid is the founder and film director of I5 Films. He graduated from Manchester Metropolitan in 2002 with a degree in multimedia computing. After several roles, which included working on global brands such as Time Magazine, Nike, and Activision, Abid formed I5 in 2010. The company is focused on digital design and video production, specializing in music videos, short films, and online artist series. Last year, Abid wrote, produced, and directed his debut feature film, Granada Nights, which was released in the UK cinemas and won awards at numerous international film festivals. He was selected by Adobe for their Creative Change campaign and was highlighted by the head of Film 4 as a director to watch. Please join with me and warmly welcome Abid Khan.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, and guests, I'm honoured and grateful for the invitation today. I remember my graduation being sat right there where you are, and it felt surreal that 4 years just passed like a flash. I remember being a little bit uncomfortable in my suit and gown, and being a bit nervous about walking across the stage, terrified that I might slip or fall over. But I told myself it's going to be okay, it's going to be fine, it's just 5 seconds across the stage, you know. At least I don't have to come to the podium and do a speech. You see, at uni, I hate presenting in front of class. It terrified me. I was quite shy. Still am, really. And when this invitation came along to me, I had to take the chance. Even though I thought I might make a fool of myself, it's also the reason to come. Because I found out that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. In the end, we all regret the chances we didn't take. I'm sure your experiences in school, picking your degree and figuring out what you want to do next, people have come to you and given you advice, usually safe, kind of middle-of-the-road advice. Make sure you have something to fall back on. I fell for it. I had a passion for film, but I ended up doing multimedia, computing. My older brother did computing and he had a good job, and also, I didn't see any British Asians in the UK film industry. I saw a lot in IT, but not so much in film. Thankfully, you know, I became a fairly successful digital designer. It was fun, it was creative, but it wasn't really fulfilling to me. So I decided to take a risk. I quit my job, moved to Granada in Spain, studied Spanish for a couple of months, pretty much by myself. It was a culture shock. But I felt more alive with the experience. In the end, I made some great friends, stayed for about a year, and it really inspired me to write my first script. From then onwards, my philosophy changed. I made it 100% commitment to film. I no longer like the idea or the concept of falling back on something. If I'm going to fall, I want to fall forward. So I'm getting a little closer to where I want to be. I think Denzel Washington coined that phrase, fall forward. Here's what it means. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. That's 1,000 failed experiments. Most people don't know that because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fail forward. Van Gogh sold one painting in his whole life for about 400 francs. That's about 25 pounds. That didn't stop him completing 800 paintings. Fell forward. Jay-Z couldn't get a single record deal in America. He got rejected for being too old and being not good enough. He ended up starting his own label, and his first album went platinum. Fell forward. I finished my script, but I was too scared to send it out to people. the fear of what they might think. I just kind of sat on it for months. Eventually, I did actually send it out to other writers, other producers, and they came back to me and they tore it to shreds. It was terrible. But undeterred, I went back, worked on the script, and after 4 years and 52 versions of the script, I finally finished my second draft of Granada Nights. It also earned me, that film last year earned me a prestigious Premier's Lorca nomination for Best Writer. Just the nomination, I didn't win. But that's okay, I'll win the next one. Fail forward. So failure is always part of success. Because let me tell you something, you will fail. You will suck at something. Probably not a traditional message that you probably hear at a graduation ceremony, but I'm telling you to embrace it because it's inevitable. I should know. I mean, I sent 300 emails to producers about my feature film script, and 15% got back to me and rejected me. And the ones who rejected me told me it was impossible to make on a small budget and it would go straight to DVD. So I ended up producing the movie myself. Granada Nights was completed, it went to festivals, won a few awards, it went to cinemas and here in the UK and Spain. And it was a good film. I mean, it was a success to me because I didn't think anyone would actually watch the film. So what if it doesn't happen? Would it still be worth it? Why take the risk and go through all the years of struggle and hustle if nothing happens? Les Brown, this motivational speaker, he had this great analogy for this. He said, imagine you're on your deathbed and the ghosts around your bed represent your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They said, we came to you so you could bring us to life, and now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when the time comes? Personally, I didn't want Granada Nights to be that idea that I never did. And for those of you who don't know what the film's about, it's about a British guy called Ben who goes to Spain to save his relationship with his girlfriend Helen. She's studying abroad on Erasmus. When he arrives, she breaks up with him and he's left alone in this foreign city. It's only when he meets a bunch of backpackers and international students that he starts to slowly open himself up. The love that he's seeking from his ex and from other people, he finds from his new group of friends. He finds a sense of belonging. It's a really great film. If you haven't seen it and it's on Amazon and Vimeo, I suggest watching it. I get 25 pence per screening. So watch it. Tell your friends, tell your family up there and everyone. But if you don't see Granada Nights, then if you do see it, Granada Nights, you'll recognize everything I said today. Take risks and be willing to fail. And taking risks doesn't mean going for that great job that you dreamed about. It's about being open to new people and to new ideas. In the film, Ben takes small steps and opens himself to new people, new cultures. Ultimately, his heart becomes flooded with love. And I can't think of a better message as we send you off today. To the class of 2022, this is your mission. When you leave Manchester Met, take risks. Be open to life, to accept new views, and to be open to new opinions. Never be discouraged, never hold back. Give everything you got, and when you fall in life, even tonight, after you had a few too many drinks, remember this, fall forward. Congratulations.
Abid, thank you. I'm going to remember to fall forward, not fall back. Now, I have the great pleasure